Today we're going to talk about some of the top print-on-demand niche research ideas. Hi, my name is RJ Martinez and we are in the 5th video of this series. And the idea behind this is just basically to give you guys some ideas and inspiration for niches to help you be successful with print-on-demand. Your print-on-demand business requires innovation, fresh ideas, and new designs. You have to be smart enough to create designs according to the time and situation. I'm trying to help you create some new and eye-catching designs for your POD business so it can be profitable. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and that notification bell and give this video a thumbs up. And if you have any questions, please comment down below. The Halloween niche. The first idea is going to be, I want to eat pizza and watch horror movies. Of course, with this design right here, you're seeing some of them use like the Jason mask. You cannot use that, right? But think about how you can, like, there's several different foods that you can use this with, right? So there's tacos, there's cheeseburgers, there's corn dogs, there's so many different things that you can do with this design idea. But of course, you want to be careful. You do not want to infringe on something if you don't have the rights to it. Next idea is going to be boo. Okay, now there's like, look, ghosts scare you, boo, right? Now, how can you like cross niche this, right, with other niches like the camping niche? So maybe you can turn to like some of the like the graphics or something and spell the word boo with a camper or something like that. You want to be creative right here. What can you do? Because this is if you create something unique for a certain niche like hiking, camping, maybe basketball, baseball, you maybe spell out the word boo with it, it can be a very successful niche. So something to think about. You want to be creative. There's an idea right here that can make you a ton of money. The next idea is going to be skeleton, right? Skeletons and Halloween go really well together. During this time, it seems to trend up and it brings in a lot of sales. Now, this is an evergreen niche, right? So think about what you can do with activities like sports and stuff like that. So skeleton and soccer, skeleton baseball, skeleton football, skeleton and cricket. Like there's so many different things that you can do here with this skeleton thing. The skeleton, idea, skeleton dabbing, there's a ton that you can do. So think of something, be creative with this and figure out what you can do to create something that will be a top selling product in that niche. Now, funny sayings, right, related to Halloween will do really well. I have been ready for Halloween since last Halloween. That is a funny saying. It's pretty cool, right? People love Halloween. The holiday in general, they love it more than Christmas. There's maybe an idea right there. They love it more than Thanksgiving. So people like literally wait all year for this holiday. So that's a big thing, okay? So think about funny sayings that maybe you can compare to, Halloween and Christmas. So there's something right there that can be created. Think of a funny saying and you can be successful with this niche. Next niche idea is going to be Thanksgiving. So cross-niching the teacher niche and Thanksgiving is a big thing. Okay, when it comes to any of these holidays, mixing the teacher niche with any of the holidays from Christmas, Thanksgiving to whatever, okay? Easter, the teacher niche always does well with those niches, okay? So cross-niching basically. As you can see, Thanksgiving design scaled out with all the elementary grades from kindergarten to 5th grade, and then from middle school, and every single state's gonna be different from middle school to high school, all that stuff. So if you can figure out how to create a design, you can definitely scale it out to all those different grades. As you can see in this design right here, love 4th grade, right? You can literally change 4th grade to 5th grade, 3rd grade, 2nd grade, 1st grade. You can definitely just kind of scale out the design that way too as well. But obviously there's gonna be certain grade levels that are gonna have a more sales velocity compared to other grades, right? So think about something that you can do. Okay, so you want to think about how you're going to be different from the rest of the competition and how you can create something pretty much cooler than everyone else. Now, when you think of like thankful and stuff like that, you think of like being a nurse. So Thanksgiving in the nurse occupation, right? You think of the hospital, think of like the top 5 jobs at a hospital, you know what I mean? So it can be doctor, nurse, surgeon, you can go more into like the sub niches of that too as well. And think of something like that where you can be thankful and the occupation, anything to do with any of the hospitals or anything like that. It's a big niche and you can definitely make some sales get some traction in there too as well. Grateful, thankful, blessed, right? This right here, this design idea, it's been around since I've been doing Merch by Amazon myself. But if there's any new phrases, okay, you want to be on the lookout for that for Thanksgiving, because if you find any new phrases, you can create something for that holiday and you can be one of the first ones there. Anything with funny sayings on a shirt do really well for every single holiday, every single niche. So think about it, be creative, and figure out what you can do to create something that's different from everyone else. Our next shirt idea is gonna be Dear Santa, they are the naughty ones. Naughty ones. So this is like, you know, naughty or nice type of ordeal. Think about like this saying seems to be a consistent seller every single year. You know, are you on the naughty list? Stuff like that. Even if you just look at the naughty list niche, right? That whole niche should be a consistent seller. So think about what you can do in here to be different from everyone else. There's a few designs in here with the dabbing Santa, right? They're doing the dabbing with the phrase on it. So this is definitely a consistent selling niche with Christmas. Now, you can get inspiration for some of these big brands, and I definitely do want to make another video on this. A lot of these bigger brands like Disney and Star Wars they're staying pretty consistent with the trends and stuff like that. So if you can see, like before even Star Wars was on Merch by Amazon, right, you're gonna see there was a lot of shirts where they took a certain niche and turned it into a Christmas tree. Okay, so they cross niche. So they took cats, took a ton of cats and turned it into a Christmas tree, right? And it was a consistent seller. Now you'll see like Star Wars actually doing this too as well, because they see that the market wants that, and they see a lot of consistent sellers on Amazon. And it seems what they're doing, right? They're seeing what's selling on Amazon and is applying it to their brand, and it's making sales. So they're kind of taking a playbook out of like, you know, our book, and they're applying it to their brand, and which is very smart, right? So think about it that way. Like some of these brands are seeing what we're doing on the platform and making sales and leveraging the consistent sellers and making something for their brand. So if they're doing that, how come we can't do that? So you're gonna see if you can take like the English Bulldog niche, right, for example, and then turning it into a Christmas tree theme, and then it will sell consistently around Christmas time. So there is a shirt idea right there. Another shirt idea is going to be just matching, right? Matching shirts for Christmas, okay? Mom, dad, sister, brother, grandma, great grandma. You're gonna see a lot of people doing Christmas pictures, okay? And they're all gonna have matching pajamas, right? With a different saying on their shirt. So think about what you can do as far as that and create something under one brand with your Merch by Amazon account and put matching shirts where they can just buy multiple shirts, not just 1, 2, or 3. They can buy 5 at a time with mom, dad, sister, brother. And I think about a phrase or something like that, maybe you can apply it to that. Or just putting an elf brother, elf sister. You'll see a lot of that on the platform. Think of an idea, and hopefully that gives you kind of some inspiration to create something on the platform to make sales, or even apply it to any other platform like Etsy or your Shopify or whatever it is, your own website, okay? So think about matching Christmas shirts. All right, so the next niche is going to be graduation 2022. All right, this right here, this niche is selling really well right now, okay? Getting ahead of it right now is very, very big. The graduation, right? Very big time of the year for a lot of families and a lot of kids and soon to be, or adults, right? Soon to be adults and living the life, right? So if the sales are making sales right now, when it gets closer to graduation time, they're gonna be just off the charts, off the chain, right? Making a ton of sales. All right, the first shirt idea is gonna be Senior 2022. And now you can see with this t-shirt design, tie-dye seems to be a big thing in this niche, and people are loving these type of designs with the tie-dye. Now you want to be very careful. You want to double check this part right here, because with the tie-dye, you want to make sure it's in the rules, and like it's not, they don't think it's an actual tie-dye shirt, and they know the actual design is like a tie-dye theme. So you want to double check that. You want to be very careful when doing this type of stuff. But the print, right? So if the print is doing like the tie-dye print, it's okay, and you're not breaking any rules. When it comes to this type of stuff, this is important, because if you feel some type of way about it, you always want to double check it. And when I kind of look at this type of stuff, I always like, am I going to make a design like this with the tie-dye? Will it print? Will it mislead the customer in any way? Okay, so when you're doing your research, you want to think about that. Okay, as I'm making this video and stuff like that, you see like certain things that I kind of aware of. I'm like, okay, I have to go back and double check this and make sure it's okay. So seniors and 2022, so you're targeting the seniors and their graduation. So think of senior designs that you can create in this niche would be these are big sellers when it comes to graduation. Now the leopard print too as well. This is another t-shirt idea. The leopard print 2022 seniors, targeting seniors and they're graduating, but there's different types. So there's leopard print, tie-dye, and these type of shirts and designs that you can make for this niche, right? The very top seller right now, trending up like crazy. And then when it comes time, it's gonna be just booming. Now you want to think about what you can do different from the rest of your competition, right? I'm looking at some of these designs and you're seeing like different ways that they're doing like the layouts of the designs. So you know, you don't want to copy any of these designs, but like you kind of see the idea and you're getting the inspiration and how you can lay them out, you know, to make them different from everyone else in this niche, right? In order for you to stand out and get a top seller in a niche, you have to be different, right? Something to think about, instead of putting 2022 on the shirt, because that's only going to go for 1 year, you want to think about like, how can you be more evergreen in general towards the senior niche graduation, right? How are you going to be more general and not put the year in there? Because if you do that, it's only going to work for that 1 year and that's it. Now, family matching shirts in this niche is going to do really well. So proud mother of the senior, proud grandma of the senior, proud dad of the senior, proud great grandmother of the senior. You know, you can either put 22 or just figure out a way, if it makes sense, just to not even put the year, unless you're going to, you know, continuously be designing for the up and coming years. But it's not a bad idea, right, to get a few extra sales, or maybe even just have one design that just takes off that says 22 on it, okay? But yeah, now just figuring out how you can put matching family shirts, okay, by different colors. You know, different schools have different colors, so you gotta want to think about how you're gonna design for a certain school. Maybe you can use certain colors, get a list of schools and design for those colors for that school, right? So there's something that you can think about. Just, you're going to increase the sales by the family purchasing 4 or 5 shirts or 6 shirts or 7 shirts or whatever it is, right? All right, so the next t-shirt idea for the Halloween niche is basically taking one of your illustrations and turning them into a mummy, okay? You can do like, so for example, like there's a dinosaur, you can turn it into a mummy, okay? That seemed like the T-Rex. So like a T-Rex, turning a T-Rex into a mummy is a big trend when it comes to a t-shirt design, right? And it's a consistent seller. You can see, if you do your research and stuff like that, you're gonna see that the mummy, you know, just wrapping it up in the little cloth thing, the T-Rex, and then you can know, like if they're trick-or-treating, like holding like a trick-or-treat basket or something like that, like a pumpkin basket or something, make it that type of theme. It's a very big seller when it comes to Halloween. Think about what you can do with, like, you know, just illustrations. You'll see like the guinea pig riding like a T-Rex, okay, like a sloth riding a T-Rex, and then, you know, making the Halloween theme too as well, turning that into a Halloween theme. It would be a good seller in the niche. Now the mummy, like turn the T-Rex into the mummy, you want to be careful with putting them, like the masks on the face. It's just something, me personally, like I wouldn't do it on my account, so you just want to be careful on your account. You can do whatever you want on your account, but you just want to be careful, because I feel like it has to do with like human tragedy, me personally, and I wouldn't create something like that. It is a good idea, anything related to anything that's going on in the world with the pandemic and stuff, you can do something like that. It'd be a good t-shirt seller and people, you know, would wear it. But when it comes to any of this stuff, you want to be very careful, because any of these platforms, they have certain rules and you want to respect them. So you just want to be very careful. I wouldn't do it personally, but it is a good idea because people do love to wear that type of stuff on their shirt and they want to stand for something and stuff like that. So you just want to be careful when you're creating those type of designs when it comes to anything related to the pandemic. So if you want to learn more about print on demand, watch this next video right here.